Hello, Shadowcat back with more Rogue Trader. And last time we were here, we committed a murder. Actually, was it a murder? Was it self-defense? I'm not sure what the legal terminology is here, but we killed somebody. We're on a prison planet, planetoid, little penal colony, whatever you want to call it. And the warden decided he was going to go rogue and take over. And so we took over his taking over. He was a heretic anyway. Not only did he rebel, but he was in league with dark warp forces, and he even had these dark warp lens things around here. I mean, I can't really highlight them anymore. They're all broken. I broke them. I broke all of them. Anyway, though, it's a thing that happened. And so now we have rescued one of the children from the other Rogue Trader dynasty, and that's going to get us some kudos. And I think we're ready to just leave here, honestly. I do have people that have injuries.
Should I divine our next step?
You've got a crippled arm. You have a crippled arm. I'm sorry. The fact is just that you guys are not frontline fighters, and they kept shooting at you anyway. There's only so much I can do at one time. But we can get you patched up back on the ship. So, why don't we head back in that direction?
I always keep my options open.
I mean, this, oh yeah, we saw that before. Something about poison gas. Didn't see any poison gas. But that's okay. No poison gas is good poison gas. Alright, since we opened this up last time, we can just run right through here. And build a bridge? Is that like building a bear? Turns out, yes, it's exactly like building a bear. Cool. Hey, we found your guy. Your ladyship? The rebellion has been crushed, and I have news of your lord. She anxiously pitches forward. Is Lord Winterscale alive? Is he all right? He's alive, but badly wounded. Help my people get him to my ship. There are glimmers of panic in the pilot's gaze, but she quickly pulls herself together. It will be done immediately. Thank you for letting me know, your ladyship. Okay. Very good. That will be taken care of then. So, again, I think we're done here? Is there... Do I just get back on my own shuttle? Oh yeah, right here. Return to the void ship.
Let us not dawdle.
Things to put in cargo. Some more armor. Another gun that I forgot. We'll take it. And... Are you sure you want to collect the remaining trophies and leave this location? Yes. I thought that's what I was doing. I thought that was the whole point. Okay. And as soon as I get back, it's the Voxmaster. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I've received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel's systems, but not the servitors. They make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in a trance. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folks have grown used to all that. So our resident ghost had decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they posed no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult, and High Factorum Janus Danrock would like to discuss how he should deal with the defective property. He is awaiting your audience on the bridge. Come on, I just got back. How do I even get to the bridge from here? I never did figure that out. Nope, it's not that button. What about this button? No, that's my quest log. How do I get back to the bridge? Yeah, that doesn't work. Ah, there's the button. Knew it had to be in there somewhere. Alright. I'm here. There's my Voxmaster. Bridge officer, bridge officer. Actually, I can just light things up here. There he is. High Factorum Janus Danrock. Okay. The corpulent man in lavish clothes bows before you, not without difficulty. A servo skull whirs over his shoulder while the fingers of his augmented hand drum against the sheaf of papers he's holding, and he regards you with attentive interest through a lens of his magnifying implant. Greetings, your ladyship. Janus Danrock, at your service. Vigdis informed me that you have a problem with the servitors. What happened? You see, your ladyship, the ship's servitors have been malfunctioning as of late. They violate protocols, interrupt their task, observe crew members for long periods of time, and move erratically with no meaning or purpose. Had it been a routine technical fault, I would have decided the fate of these servitors myself, but I deemed it necessary to notify you. I do not wish to hide such irregularities from the Lord Captain. Well, I appreciate that, I guess. If you wish to observe the servitors' unusual behavior before you decide their fate, this can be arranged. The majority of the defective units have been delivered to one of the storage compartments pending your decision. You know, I'm not bad when it comes to tech stuff. I am not Mechanicus, but I'm probably the closest thing we have to it on the ship right now. Well, I mean, we have tech priests, but they can't handle this. Which means I probably can't either. But sure, I'll take a look. As you wish, your ladyship. Alright, what do we have? This is new. Alright, sector unavailable, region unavailable, location, Von Felis's flagship, lower decks, material report, tech phenomenon observed. Yes, yes, yes. When her ladyship arrived at the scene, she found the servitors in the same position they'd assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, all standing in a long, spiraling line, facing the center of their strange formation. The moment her ladyship crossed the threshold of the bay gates, the bodies jerked into motion. All as one, as if obeying a command, the servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. The technomats tasked with overseeing the defective units even reached for their weapons, but the servitors went still just as abruptly, staring at her ladyship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath. Disturbed by this sight, we waited for the Lord Captain to speak. Her ladyship, Shadowcat von Valencius. And now I get to tell my own story. Well, they do seem to have, some kind of consciousness. I'm going to approach them. Immediately, the servitors, each and every one of them, stepped towards the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked her movements with frightening precision. The rogue trader halted in place, and after a moment's thought, waved her hand, and the servitors just as synchronously repeated that gesture as well. When the Lord Captain turned quizzically to the technomats, so did the servitors, as if mocking her. Whatever the Lord Captain did, be it an incline to the head, a wave of the hand, or a step to the side, the defective units repeated it without a moment's delay or hesitation, like a grotesque marionette controlled by an unseen puppeter. We observed this mime unfold in distressed bafflement for nearly a minute until the servitors finally came to a stop. Not sensing any threat from them, the rogue trader approached with confidence. The Lord Captain then, well, if they're not harmful, I examined them. As High Factorum, it was I who had prompted the entire investigation, and thus it was my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed a fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking wildly. Their bulging veins were pulsing under their copper collars, inscribed with their past offenses. It was as if those mindless half-machines were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. A visibly shaken technomat behind us proposed that the human souls had awakened within the servitors' bodies after a long slumber deep within their lobotomized brains. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pause, the technomat added the servitors used to function properly, and no one had been able to explain the change in their behavior. Her gaze still trained on the motionless but animate half-machines, half-people. The Lord Captain then. Let's see. I could step away, or I could draw an iridescent blade, one that I had before, and, as if following some unheard command, plunged it into the nearest servitor. No! Not doing that. Servitors are a resource. Don't waste your tools. All present held their breath. Disturbed by the sight, we waited for the Lord Captain to speak. Her Ladyship, Shadowcat von Valencius. Then... I've already examined them. I'm not going to stab them, obviously. I could demand a report. I could have them disassembled. I want a report. The Technomat's long-winded and detailed report could have been summarized in a single key point. Despite the servitors' abnormal behavior, they were still quite capable of carrying out tasks, and therefore the circumstances did not call for their termination. Well, if that's the case, put them back to work. Her Ladyship looked at me with unwavering resolve, and it was that confidence that wrenched me out of my nightmare stupor that had me tensely observing the scene unfolding before me. The Lord Captain gave the order. Okay, so I could dispose of them and free their human souls. I could send them back to work. I could destroy them, because it could be heresy. Or just lead them to their work. There was nothing in their behavior that the Lord Captain found alarming. Well, I mean, the only difference between 2 and 4 is the reasoning. The dogmatic one is to send them back to continue paying for their crimes. Which I'm sure that they paid for, honestly. They've been turned into servitors. How much more punishment do you want? However, I do not see a problem with them. I just want them to go back to work. Leave them to their work. There's nothing in the behavior that we need to be worried about, so long as they work. On the Lord Captain's orders, the servitors were returned to the same decks where they had worked before. The crew was initially unnerved by their presence, but adapted to their quirks soon enough, especially since, following the incident in question, there was a noticeable reduction in servitors' strange behavior. The fate of the defective servitors decided, nothing now, or could now distract the Lord Captain from her mission. There we go! We solved a problem. See, that's what we're doing here. We're solving problems. So, are we done here? No. I don't really care about all these things. Actually, maybe I care about these things. We should bolster my retinue with skilled fighters. If I could bring more people, that would be nice. My retinue and I are in need of training? Interesting. Yeah. I want more people. High Factorum Danrock says, rest assured, there are people of the most outstanding talents among the thousands in your crew. I will contact the overseers at once. Ooh. I actually can get somebody. I could even make another custom character if I wanted to. Ooh. Could you have like an entire custom party? That could be fun. That could be so much fun. However, right now we have this, the Hecata. You're a soldier. Which puts you in the same category as our sister Battle. Yeah. I'll take
My
you.
tactics are flawless.
No, you're fine the way you are. I'm not gonna change this stuff. Okay. And we lost a profit factor because of that. But you know what? I don't care too much. I think we'll be fine. Okay. Now that that's done. Where do we go next? Because I think that we're done here. Yeah, already explored. I don't think that we can do anything else here. Can we? I mean, I think we're done. Yeah, this place is no longer habitable. Okay, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is the other ship. Oh, but wait, we have their person on board. We should contact them. All right, here we go. Master Helmsman Ravor, the Vox crackles to life, and Master Helmsman Ravor addresses you. What we have here, Lord Captain, is not very noticeable, but there's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. Sure is quiet, and it's huddled up there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing is more of a scrap heap than a ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. We are registering critical damage to the hull and depressurization of several compartments. Oh! And there's an incoming transmission now, too. From the Ragged Void ship. Hear us? Do not require assistance. Pete, do not require assistance. Copy? Keep following. They'll pass us by, won't they? Emperor protects. Lord Captain, I am told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there is an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within the asteroid field near Rachidiphilia colony that is refusing help, which, not to put too fine a point on it, has not yet been offered to them. You know what? I'm curious. I want to contact him anyway. If their ship is badly damaged, then they're no match for us anyway. I can ask all the questions that I want, and they can't stop me. Let's find out what's going on. Bring us in. Open communications. Yes, Lord Captain. The connection is established. Unknown vessel, we are receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves. There's a brief moment where the Vox only hisses and snaps, and then several voices at once start shouting over one another.
Do not tell. Tell him. You're done for. This is Thunderfang. We're a merchant vessel. Do you copy? We are a private jet vessel.
A merchant vessel. Of course they are. Damn my stupid head. Where did I hear the name before? Thunderfang. Wait, so they're telling us, but we can't actually identify them? Give me a damage report on the ship. How bad off is it? Telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid they barely managed to limp away. Alright, ask them directly what happened. The Vox responds by bursting into a cacophony of sounds, words, emotions. Somebody chuckles bitterly, another swears with foul expletives, yet another hisses furiously, demanding that the others shut up. You manage to make out little from all this noise.
We were just flying, minding our own business. Right out of the blue, it opened fire. Miracle we could get away. Emperor protected. Then more fire. Who? God only knows. Roasted our tail, bombed everything. Our folks are left without help. We never got to them.
Alright, let's ask why we can't seem to identify them. Although if the bridge is destroyed, maybe their transponders also damaged? You can make out a hoarse and furious whispering over the crackling of static.
Why? I don't know, but certainly not. Our vessel is badly damaged. Damage is preventing the correct identification. We show you. Merchant vessel Thunderfang does not require aid.
Right. The odds are probably that this was a combat ship. They were probably attacking the Thunderfang and then got trounced for it. I mean, we're on a rogue trader ship. Our ship is no slouch. Alright, stop playing games. Otherwise, my next action is to turn the guns on you.
Happy now? What have you done, idiot? It's too late now.
The Vox channel is again filled with the angry whispering of several voices. The whispers and static are drowned out by a clear and slightly frightened voice.
Do you copy? We're from the Void. We did not come here to loot. On a different business. To help our own. Out of jail. Do not hurt. Please. We already had our chronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of goods.
In case you were unaware, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is a disorderly assembly of several dozen pirate factions in the Chronos Expanse. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have Vox conversations with those whom they are about to board. Were it up to me, I'd make them eat a salvo from the macro cannons to shake the scum loose from the decks. They certainly deserve it. I would wait on destroying the vessel if I were you. Although the moral aspects of the livelihood do come with some awkward questions, the Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods to the local market. Perhaps you'll find dealing with them acceptable, especially in a situation where performing a warp jump is impossible. Well, in that case, you're right. Thunderfang, prepare for a commercial exchange. Alright, and this is where we can actually do business. Cool. And I even have a reputation with them. Oh, wait, I hate reputation. Okay, never mind. It's fine. How many reputations do I have? Fellowship of the Void? Oh, they will buy stuff. So I'm gonna hide tradables. They will buy all of this stuff. I'm not gonna give them fuel. I feel like we're gonna need fuel at some point. Well, there's fuel there, there's fuel there. I'm not sure what I want to sell them exactly. Mostly because I'm not sure what I want to give them. Like, this is all cargo, but I need to outfit my own people, too. How about this? Miscellaneous stuff. I'll sell them some miscellaneous stuff, right? Shouldn't be a problem. And even these heretic trophies. That'll get us 6,000 or 600 reputation. There we go. Well, that's something at least. Alright, so it's the Thunderfang apparently, and we are trading with them. Alright, which means there's only one place left to go, and that's here. We put it off as long as we could. Now, remember that pilot had somebody here that they were looking for, or at least they were asking about. We should see if we can find that person. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you've been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. Oh, what is this? You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here in your study. You stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Kunrad Voigtbeer's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. Oh, we are not doing this. You will step back or else. The dead only draw closer and closer, and your fingers involuntarily tighten around the shard, its sharp edge cutting into your palm. An unbearably bright light floods everything around you, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering at your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon, a skillfully crafted sword with a strange, unnerving proportion, a curved design, and an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven. The path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Yeah, no. I'm not dealing with this. Your body refuses to obey your hand when you try to throw the blade away. The handle feels that it has become one with your hands, and the gaze of the demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. You awaken from your vision, kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste in your tongue. Your head is ringing. You struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut in your palm and the bloodied shard on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch the thing again, so you reach your shaking hand for your Vox and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the Void. Alright, good riddance to bad trash there. That was weird. Okay, so am I infected with the warp? What's going on here? I don't know, and I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to talk to Adira about this. Or maybe Cassia. I'm not sure. For that matter, why not both? I can talk to both of them about this. But, unfortunately, I don't have time to talk about this to them today. Today we're out of time. And I'm kind of running out of days, too. It only runs through for the length of July, so there's only a couple of episodes left. We'll make the best of them, though. I promise. So, if you want to see what happens next, then subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, that we get notified every time these videos come out. If you know somebody else who's also into either Warhammer or RPGs in general, share this video with them. But if you, just like me, you like what I do, then leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time for more Rogue Trader. And until then, take care.